guys, so Wet n Wild has released some new products. I went to my Walmart and found this palette. This one's actually called Call Me Sunshine. Now I did notice with this packaging that once you rip the sticker off, which was up front, the name is no longer on the package, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So we're going to go in with this beautiful light shade here, and we're going to just create a look. I wanted to try out these products and see what I think. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'm just picking up a nice fluffy brush, and we're just patting that on the upper part of our eyelid. It's gonna suit as our transition shade for any darker shades we are applying. I don't know how dramatic I'm going because again, this is my first time using it, and we just gotta keep going and see how I feel about the palette itself and what colors I'm gonna play with and what we're gonna come up with. We're just taking it as we go. So as you can see, all of the top, the shadows are definitely pigmented. Now they do have a lot of kick up. Let's see if I can show you. A lot of kick up on the matte shades. We don't know about the shimmers yet, but I'm excited to try the shimmers because they look beautiful, the shades. Now I was kind of iffy with palette. I didn't want to get all of them because reality is I may never use them all again. This one is more I don't want to say up my alley because I love color, but the other ones were like mauve shade and more cool palette, and I tend to pick up more warm shades for some reason. But I was really loving this palette. My friend Jasmine on Instagram, she had posted some swatches of a couple of their palettes, and I was just like, you know what, once I find them I will grab them. And I usually don't go to Walmart often, and I just happened to be picking up my husband's prescription, and I was like, you know what, let me see what the makeup section look like. So yeah, that happened. So we're going to pick up the next darker shade, which is this one. As you can see in this palette, they only have 4 mattes. So you got these 2 here. This one was just nice for a brow bone shade, and the darker chocolate there. And with the darker shade, I'm going to place it on the outer portion of my eye and kind of blend it up a little bit. Now this one's not far off as far as color to the other one that I just placed, the first one. The colors are very similar, so they're blending into basically nothing. So I am loving this pigmentation of this eyeshadow palette. Now, like I said, it does have quite a bit of fallout. You can see there that it does have a lot of fallout. Let's pick up the darkest shade in the palette, this one, because I feel like that shade that I placed did absolutely nothing. So I want to show you guys just me patting just one time into the palette. Look, all the kick up. It's really not a big issue because, you know, it is what it is. And a lot of even high-end products have that, and you make it work, guys. You find out what you like, and you know, but the pigmentation overall is there. It all depends on what you're willing to try. So okay, so that black one, not the black one, the darker shade did a lot better. As you can see, I have a lot of fallout there, and I did do underneath my eyes first because I was applying the concealer to my eyelid, and I was like, well, let me just go ahead and do underneath wasn't a new product. It was actually an e.l.f. product that I used, the e.l.f. concealer, because I can't find my Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer. I think I ran out and I never repurchased a new one. So let me just grab a clean brush and blend those two shades together at the top. So I think this is gonna be a I don't want to say a staple in my collection, because I mean I'll definitely reuse it. And I'm excited to try the shimmer shades out and see what that's about. I did pick up a few things that they had. I didn't pick up everything. Like, they had a lash curler, which I didn't need, so I didn't grab that. And they had, I think, 5 different shadows, some new lip products, some brow products, a little bit of everything. So next we're gonna go into let's pick up this champagne color. I'm going to put it on my, actually after I'm done my brows, I'll put it on my brow bone. But let's add some of this on the inner portion of my eye. Okay, so this is a little bit, it does still have some kick up, but it did pick up a nice amount of product onto my brush. And it did have some kick up as well, but it's not as bad as the matte one. So we're just going to take this and we're going to, oh, my hair is in the way. I'm like, I have a hair on the brush, but, and we're going to pat that. Ugh. All right. A whole chunk of shadow just fell off the brush. I was trying to pat it to see how it was going to come out, the pigmentation, but I feel like if you pat it, it's better than brushing it, because I just tried to swipe it and it just gave me a bunch of like fallout on there. So I guess it's okay. Let's try the next lid. Actually, I have fat fingers, but let's try it with my finger and see how that applies. Okay, definitely applies better with your finger, but if you got an issue like me, you got fat fingers and you can't get into your inner portion of your eye, you might have a little issue. But I think it looks better if you use your finger. Now, if you're trying to do a precise cut crease, then that's just not going to work, because you can't use your finger to make a straight line. What you think, guys? I think it looks nice. Now I want to pick up a little bit of this pretty gold shade. I don't know, it's kind of hard to get out of the palette. I thought it was going to be like a chunky glitter, but it's not. And then once you rub it, it kind of creates like a film. Excuse me. It kind of creates a film on there. You can see how it did that. It was like chunky looking. I kind of thought it was like more of a glitter type of thing. So I'm going to try to dig my finger in there and see what I can come up with. Now, it looks very pretty. Let's see what happens when we apply with our finger. Definitely a beautiful shade. Kind of disappointing because I thought it was more of a like a glitter type of just chunkiness, but it wasn't. But it still looked pretty. They tricked me. I really thought it was like a pressed glitter or something. I was excited to try it. Alright, I'm going to try and pick a little bit up with a small brush and see if I can get some. Next, Wet n Wild also released 2 new brow products. They came out with brow gel and I believe 3 shades, and then the pencil came in, I think 3 or 4 shades as well. Let's open it up and see what we have. I've been using a brow pencil lately. It's been a while actually. I love the e.l.f. Precise brow pencil. I'm not a fan of pencils I have to sharpen. I like a retractable pencil. But for the sake of the video, we're going to try this pencil out. Who knows? I might really love it. And it comes with a double side. As of course, we have our spoolie. I take the lid off and I don't put it back because I don't need it. And then it has a nice sharp point. This one is the shade dark brown, and I think it's the darkest one. And this is called the brow Obsessive brow pencil, and this one is dark brown again. So let's get into these brows. All right, maybe because it's new, but it's really not even giving me any type of color. But again, it may be because it's new, so we're gonna keep trying to create my lower part of my brow. Be patient with the pencil. Again, it could be because it's new and, you know, maybe it needs to be warmed up a little bit. But this, if this is what this formula is like, it's not going to work for Damati, because I kind of really wanted to like this, but and it's kind of pulling more of a orange to it, like too orangey for my liking. But I'm going to keep going because, again, this is new. I don't know how I feel about this, guys. I would have been done already if I used my regular brow product. This is a no, guys. This is definitely a no for me. Alright, I gotta take this off. It's a no. Alright, I put my brows on, and I definitely did not use this pencil. This pencil is so hard to use. As you can see, it was just not cutting. It was not working. So I went in with a different pencil. So now we're going to go in with the Brow Obsessive brow shaping gel. I did pick up the color Clear, and I'm hoping it doesn't ruin my brows. So it says it's clear, but the product is white. So I'm hoping it applies clear when it goes on, or maybe dries up clear. So I like to brush the beginning part of my brows. Those hairs, I like to bring them up, and then we will brush it through the rest of our brow. And I don't have a lot of hair on my brows because I used to shave them off completely. So don't come for your girl if you only see a couple hairs moving with this brush. So I'm going to flicker them up again and then brush the product through the rest of the brow like so. We'll see how that dries up. In the meanwhile, let's move on to the face. So they did release some tinted hydrator. This is called Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator. It's a tinted skin veil. It's oil free, sheer to medium. So let's hope this shade is good enough, because they didn't have a good selection. Well, they might have, but it was kind of picked over. So it's fairly watery, which is fine because it is a sheer type of, yeah, it's not thick at all. It feels almost like a lotion. Again, it is called hydrator, so I'm guessing it's going to do what it says it's going to do. So I don't know how this is going to work because I do have a combo skin. I do have some oily areas and some dry areas. It is winter time, so I do tend to use a luminous type of foundation or oils on my skin because my skin is thirsty these days. So I'm going to go in with my sponge and we're going to just pat that in. And as you can see, it's exactly what it says it is. It is a sheer hydrating skin tint. This, it says medium. What did it say again? Light to medium. Yeah, sheer to medium coverage. So we're going to, I think I might just leave it as a sheer. And see how that goes. But it looks good. I mean, I don't have an issue with my skin. Lately I've been liking my skin kind of peeking through. And with wearing a mask all day as well, I can appreciate a lighter coverage foundation. I mean, nobody's really seeing my face too much. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm like staring. If I look like I'm cross-eyed, I'm staring at my phone instead of looking at my mirror to apply my makeup. Because my phone is actually closer to me than my mirror is. And if I'm looking down, I have my handheld mirror. So I kind of like it. It gave me definitely a sheer cover. I like it. And I think I'm not going to apply anymore because I'm kind of liking the sheerness of it. It gave me a nice skin-like glow, which I'm down for. Again, I am a full coverage type of girl, but I can learn to appreciate a nice sheer skin-like foundation. Remind me to fix my brow up here. I don't know what happened. I just lost it somewhere. What the world? So we'll let that settle in place for a few minutes. Let's go in with the mascara. Now this is called Big Papa mascara, and I was kind of upset because I am definitely a waterproof mascara girl, and I did not see this in waterproof. Maybe it's online and they don't have it, you know, in the store, but I was hoping I would find a waterproof one and I didn't, but it's okay. We're gonna try it anyway. My eyes do tend to water sometimes, and again, it's winter time, so when I'm walking from my car to the building, it kind of, the wind kind of, you know, takes control a little bit, and then my eyes are watery. So the wand is a beautiful, big, fluffy wand. So I like that about it. I don't know how it's going to work for my lower lashes because I kind of like a skinny wand for the bottom because I barely have hairs. So I usually don't have a preference for mascara because, again, I don't have a large amount of hair, so I don't see a difference in when I use different kinds of mascaras, unless I want more of a clumpy type of mascara. But mascara is mascara. It is what it is to me. I mean, some girls are into mascara and they will review the heck out of a mascara, but and I haven't seen any reviews on this mascara. I haven't seen anybody hyping it up, so I just wanted to give it a try. Would I buy this mascara again? Absolutely. It is drugstore, it's affordable. I just need a waterproof one. Because I wear lashes, I'm not spending a bunch of money on mascara anyway. Because I like to put on my lashes. I'm not wearing them today because I don't feel like wearing lashes today. Now, I'm going to apply a little bit on my lower lashes, but I think I'm going to go over top of it with my waterproof mascara only because, again, I am going to work and my eyes do tend to water a little bit more once I hit that breeze. And I'm not trying to walk around with raccoon eyes. It work. I actually like this mascara, and I love how big the bottle is. Like, it's so cute. The packaging is adorable. So let's see what my face feels like. All right, so my face is kind of sticky. I wanted to allow it some time to dry down, but I have to go to work. So I'm just gonna pick up some e.l.f. facial powder, and I'm gonna kind of just pack over it lightly. And my e.l.f. powder is a sheer powder, so just to take off some of the tackiness. Okay, that feels a little better. So let's do our lower lash line. Just gonna pick up a really small brush, and I'm going to pick up this shade right here, and we're just going to apply some of that to our lower lash line and see what happens. I'm gonna do it very lightly because, again, this eyeshadow does have fallout and I don't want it all over my face. That's why I usually do my eyeshadows always first before I apply any facial makeup. Even my lower lash line, sometimes I will do it before I do my face as well, and then go in, you know, finish the rest of my face. Now, guys, the pigmentation of this eyeshadow is definitely there. So if you're looking for a good, affordable, high pigment palette, definitely pick this up. Just be aware that this palette definitely does have a lot of fallout. You're gonna get a decent amount of kick up of this product. It's not, again, it's drugstore, so you can't expect, you know, too much from them, even though these drugstore brands have been killing it lately. So shout out to all the drugstore brands that are putting out high quality for an affordable price for the girls who cannot afford to purchase, you know, expensive brands. So that is my lower lash line. I kind of like the entire look. I'm gonna finish the rest and I will come back to show you the last product that I picked up. Alright guys, so Wet n Wild also released some new lip products. Now these are called their Cloud Pout, and they are a marshmallow lip mousse. So I do have a Fluff Nutter, and the other one is called Cloud Chaser. So I think I want to go in with the nude one and see how that goes. Okay, I definitely like the shade. Very simple to match my look. It smells so good. It smells like cupcakes. Alright guys, so that is it for that. Now the lip product feels so good on my lips. It's very moisturizing. It is not drying at all. It is, again, a lip mousse. So lip mousse is soft. It is a nice coverage. It's not completely matte. So yes, I really like the lip product. Now let's talk about the rest of the products. The brow product, you guys already know, I said it's a no-go. This brow product was extremely hard to use. It was very dry. The pencil is very hard to work on my brows. Now the brow shaper I like. Now when I touched my brow earlier, it didn't leave a hard cast on my brows, which I can appreciate because some brow gels make your brows hard. I don't know if this wouldn't be considered a waterproof type of thing that'll make your brows last. I want to say this is more just exactly what is called a brow shaper to help just control your hairs a little bit, but it's not going to make your brows last for a really long time. The mascara, I will definitely repurchase this, but again, I need a waterproof one. I do love the wand, and it did what mascara is going to do for me anyway. The eyeshadow palette. Now, I don't think this is going to stay in my collection really long, only because of the fallout. I'm not a fan of a lot of fallout. I'll have to play with it a little bit more, but the pigmentation overall is definitely there. And for the price, it was less than $5, so why not? The tinted hydrator is definitely staying. I like it. I like the sheer coverage. I did go in with some bronzer and some highlight and some blush, but I like this. Now, keep in mind, it does stay a little sticky afterwards, but I did apply some powder to kind of remove the stickiness, and it is gone. So I definitely like this. If you have dry skin, I would give it a go. If you have oily skin like I do, I mean, give it a try. So far, it looks good. I don't know what's going to look like during the day. But again, it's a sheer coverage. It's more of a hydrating type of product for your face. And then the lip products are definitely a go. I love the way they feel on my lips. Not sticky at all. It feels really comfortable on the lips. It kind of reminds me of the NYX buttercreams. Then it has like, it's glossy, but it's a lipstick and it's somewhat of a matte look. You can top it with a gloss, put some lip liner on with it, and call it a day. But that is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. God bless, and I will see you in the next one.